Thank you. Thank you, Bishop. And thank you all for being here, for being this city of angels incarnate. It is fitting that we are here in this dark winter on what was once known as Calle de Primavera. We now call it Spring Street. Because it is here that we plant the seeds for the coming season. Seeds of hope, seeds of growth, seeds of beauty, and seeds of unity. But before we start, I wanted to just give my thanks to so many people who have made this day possible. First and foremost, the people of Southern California who have joined with us today. Thank you for fighting traffic and fighting geography and fighting city borders to be here. Next, I want to thank Farzana for her beautiful singing and the New Horizons Choir and all the singers that were here. Let's give them a round of applause and thank them as well. We have many elected officials who are here, but I want to say that we are especially honored to have my brother and my counterpart, my colleague, a man who was literally Southern California's mayor, the mayor of San Bernardino, Kerry Davis. Let's welcome him and thank him for being here with us today. You'll hear from him shortly, but let me read the list of acknowledgements of our elected officials who have joined us. Our superb Congresswoman Lucille Roybal-Allard is with us today. Thank you, Congresswoman Roybal-Allard. Assemblymember Sebastian Ridley Thomas is with us today, as is Councilmember Paul Koretz, representing the City Council of Los Angeles. We have Mayor Karen Davis of Glendora with us as well today, and Mayor Tony Vasquez of Santa Monica with us. We have Mayor Jason Pu of San Gabriel, our sister city that birthed us. Mayor Ali Saleh from Bell, we want to thank him as well for being with us. Mayor Pro Tem of Culver City, Jim Clark, is with us. And Mayor Lily Chen of Monterey Park is with us as well. The Vice Mayor of Artesia, my friend Ali Sajjad Taj, is here as well. Thank you for being here. We have 3 trustees of our Community College Board, Mike Fong, Sidney Kamlager, and also Scott Svonkin, who is our president of the board. Give them a round of applause. I want to thank the religious leaders and organizers who came together for all of this. Bishop John Bruno, Rabbi Sharon Brous, Imam Syed Mustafa Al-Kazwini, Dr. Muzamil Sadiki, Salam Al-Mariati, my dear friend who has put together so much, Rabbi Neil Gomez, Daniels, Ahmed Pierstorff, and Jumana Silyan Saba. Let's give them all a round of applause and thank them. And I also want to thank our representative here of our superb public safety officials who came together as a family representing the family that we are in San Bernardino, our Chief of Police, Charlie Beck. We are all here today from houses of worship, from halls of government, from communities far and wide, because our world needs a lot of healing right now. We've seen throughout this world, throughout this year, from Egypt to Turkey, Iraq to Israel, from Syria to France to here in our backyard, the voices and the actions of hate. To those first that we lost in San Bernardino, and to each of the victims of terrorist attacks around the world. Just the day after San Bernardino, I was in Paris with Mayor Hidalgo, paying our respects from Southern California to the fallen, including Noemi Gonzalez, our very own, that grew up in El Monte and was a student here in Long Beach. And it is a moment of great faith to me that as I arrived in France, they know this as we do to be one single region, and they said, we are so sorry about what is happening in California. And Mayor Hidalgo and I and over 400 mayors of the world mourned together and came together to say this world will not just be a face and reflection of division and of hate. We will build the world we want to see and that we know is in our hearts. We read numbers and we forget that each one is a story. Thank you to the press who has so beautifully told the stories of those like Shannon Johnson, our own LA victim in San Bernardino, whose girlfriend is a member of our community response team that rolls out in moments of tragedy. And as she shared with me when I was in Paris, and has shared, I know, with members of the press, she and Shannon talked about what they would do after seeing so many mass shootings happening around our country. And while she said she would try to hide and protect her life, he said, "Not me. I would rush toward the bullets and try to save someone." And we know that's exactly what he did. He held someone and lost his life to give another. So the question at these moments is, what do we do? And what will we do? At these moments, do we turn away from each other, or will we turn towards each other? Will we let difficult times tear us apart, or will we insist that it bring us together?
Bring us together!
That's right. Today we will say and we will show that we did not only not turn away, we turned towards each other. We joined hands and we embraced, because that is who we are here in Los Angeles. Let it be said that no matter how we worship God, or no matter whom we are, no matter where we come from, no matter what our first language is, or the first language of our parents or our grandparents, no matter what our gender or our age, no matter whom we love or the color of our skin, that we are one human family here. That this is a city of angels and hate has no place here. Instead of hate, we embrace equality. Instead of division, we look for justice. Instead of exclusion, we look for inclusion, and we will continue to embrace that world. Hope calls on us to resist not just the dark demons outside of us, but those inside of us. In Los Angeles area alone, since San Bernardino, we've seen 21 incidents of hate in the last week directed towards our Muslim brothers and sisters. Not in our city, not in Southern California, not here. We stand together as Jew, as Muslim, as Christian, as Buddhist, as atheist. We stand here together because we believe that Los Angeles is indeed a city of angels, with a covenant in our founding that said that this will be a place that will be a light unto the world. We will never be divided. We refuse to accept someone else's vision of isolation, because that is not who we are. So come to LA and bring your ideals and bring your souls and your spirits. We each have those stories of who came, who crossed rivers and oceans to be here. And those original inhabitants whose land we are on here today, the Indians that preceded us, and the piece of each one of our religions that says, this is not who we are. LA encourages us to live our dreams. Los Angeles encourages us to find one another and to live together with the love that is the only thing that will bring spring out of this winter. We know that in the Jewish Bible, we talk about the central blessing of the flourishing of many nations. The Quran teaches us to let not the enmity and hatred of others let you avoid justice. We know that the Christian New Testament calls us to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. We are all peaceful people as human beings, and whether you read one of those books, all of them, or none of them, we declare them today as our universal values. And that's why so many people of so many faiths are here today, and I hope you go up to somebody you've never met today, who might worship God in a different way from yourself, who comes from maybe a different part of Southern California, and just tell them who you are, and give them a hug, and let them know that we here will continue to stand. We know that acts of hate that follow seek to divide us, And if we are to be a truly safe people, we need not only the protection of those in uniform, we need the trust between one another. And that here in Los Angeles, that is what makes us different than other parts of the world. Muchísimas gracias a todos por venir. Este es nuestro día. Las tradiciones de todas las culturas aquí en Los Ángeles son un parte de una familia singular, la familia de la humanidad. Y estamos aquí porque estamos una familia con amor, no con el odio. Y esta es una reflexión de nuestros corazones hoy. I want to thank everybody for being here, and now let me turn it over to the rest of the program. Thank you for believing. United we stand, divided we fall.